It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Chris Bassett.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go, and now the DH, Alex Call. That missed by a lot. So we're underway in Game 1 of the World Series. Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Smoked to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. That's in there. 0-1.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, no outs. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Oh, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, everyone wants to get off to a great start in the series, so if you can get on the board first, take a lead, you put some of that subtle pressure on the other team.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Inside. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. The batter now will be Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 1 of the World Series. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
Let's check out the lineup.
Hernandez.
Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that one clips the corner. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Call over at second. Betts at first. 2 out of the inning. Two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Rogers Center. And towing the slab in this one, Blake Snell. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, George Springer. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Snell measures 6 feet 4 inches, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
0-1.
Two outs. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Game 1 of
Leading
the World
off for Los
Series.
Angeles, third
Muncy
baseman,
digs
Max
in.
Muncy.
Bassett back to work. Just missed. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 7th, left fielder Kike
Kike Hernandez at the plate. That one fouled off. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. Here comes the 0-1. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing.
Batting 8th,
Tommy
second
Edman at the
baseman
plate.
Tommy Edman.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting 9th, center fielder Andy Pajes.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series. That's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off. Go out there. Know that this is a rare opportunity.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Bottom of the 2nd.
Leading off
Bichette
for
up
the
to the
Jays,
dish.
second baseman.
Obviously a guy who makes good
Bichette.
contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, you know, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Popped up. Edman in position. Hauls it in for the out.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he's going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
No score here in the second. And that misses. And that's ball one.
1-1.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 6, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And that is out of play.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Freeman settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied, 0-0. Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And here is Alex Call.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And a base hit into right center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Mookie now. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double. Good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Outside low, and it's 2-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Now batting first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team. First pitch misses.
One away with a runner at third here in Game 1 of the World Series. Fought off foul.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Jump throw across his body, and very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
My goodness, Chris, he had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air, all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got a cannon.
Rips one to right. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. But he's in there easily.
Wastes no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the
Now
zone,
batting,
and he was clearly
right
ready to
fielder,
jump all over it.
Teoscar Hernandez.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Outside.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Now
Jays,
here is Ernie
third
Clement.
baseman, Ernie
Game 1 of the World
Clement.
Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Next offering misses down and away. Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2. Hit in the air left field. Hernandez sizing it up. And puts the squeeze on that one. Then there's 1 down.
Batting 8th, right fielder.
And next for
Miles
Toronto,
Straw.
Miles Straw. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Right through there for a strike. Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Muncy. Jump throw. Pretty nice play there.
He's out.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Tap foul to plate.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Two down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2 count.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. Muncy, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his 2nd hit.
Wasting no time.
Now batting, left
2
fielder,
for 2 now
PK
on the night.
Jimenez.
Just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's Kike Hernandez. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Fouled off. He was late. Muncy stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Ball.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And there's the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. Runner from 3rd comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Andy Pajes now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Kirk makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So the lineup flips over, and next is the designated hitter, Alex Call. Just missed. 1 run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. Bassett with a look to first. And he's back in safely. That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's Mookie Betts. Just missed. Two out, space is empty. Right through there for a strike. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Trey Savage appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Number 68 also throwing. Next pitch misses. Ball 2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
That's down and in.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Freddie Freeman up next for the Dodgers. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho hauls it in to end the inning. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back now in Toronto.
Leading
John
off
Sciambi
for
and
the
Chris
Jays,
Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, George Springer. Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Ripped to short. Betts whips it to first. That takes care of Springer.
Now batting,
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. His first at bat was a strikeout.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Jays yet to pick up a hit here. That just misses, and the count 1-2. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir
2 down, base is
Guerrero
empty.
Jr.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Foul ball there. That misses the zone, and 1-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Edman. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm
Blue
out of the
Jays,
bullpen, Trey Savage.
number 39.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario
Leading off
might
for
be
Los
if he can
Angeles,
come in here
first
and get
baseman,
several quick
Freddie
outs,
Freeman.
kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Freeman, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they...
Oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Now he'll turn for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 1 for 2. Just off the inside edge. Man at second. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 2. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Next offering is foul back. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the World Series. And it's filled up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Hernandez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. In the dirt, blocked. Freeman, the lead runner, out at second. Smith on at first with nobody out. And now 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one fouled off. 2-2. That smash towards center. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Here's Max Muncy.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one to first. To Jimenez. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Jays nothing. Game 1 of the World Series.
For the Jays,
now it's the second baseman, Bo Bichette. Snell back to work. High fly ball right field. Hernandez settles underneath it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And the 0-1.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
1 down, base is empty. That one way inside. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 out, base is empty. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Varsho, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Varsho needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Flied to left his first time.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Now snap throw to first, and he's back in there. That one misses. Ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And another ball. In the air, right side. Hernandez squeezes it, and that is the third out of the inning. One left for Toronto. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kirk makes the catch, and there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Way upstairs, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. That one out to right. Strong makes the play, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top half of the 6th. He swings and fouls one off. That one's upstairs, ball one. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Miles Straw. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one almost got him.
Ball 2. 2-1.
That one the other way. Edman on to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive. And that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
And that one pulled foul.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. The shortstop takes the ball. Comebacker to the mound. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over. And now George Springer, 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A little out front there as he swings through it.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that one is inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. Getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Got him looking. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Jays nothing.
Now pitching.
Pitching change here. Braden Fisher.
Number 63.
Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. Fisher in his rookie season, 24 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Popped up right side. Guerrero should have this one. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Betts, 1 for 3. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that one fouled off.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
There's a strike to Mookie. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Kirk gathers, throws to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. That's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Freeman in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last moment.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Jays nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. The Blue Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And misses inside. And a foul ball. Next one misses. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Guerrero Jr.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That misses, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Dodgers leading by 4 here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And it's fouled away. Inside, almost got him. The Jays down by 4 here in game 1 of the World Series. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Slice down the right side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
And now 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Glasnow looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 warming up as well. Bichette, the runner at first with 2 gone. Base hit center field. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 68.
Mason Fluharty.
Will Smith
Leading off
to the
for
plate.
Los Angeles,
Taken
catcher
high in the
Will
draft, he's
Smith.
had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. The cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that's down and away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Next one just misses. And the count's even at 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it 4-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Now
Tyler
pitching for Los
Glasnow.
Angeles.
And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Tyler Glasnow.
Ernie Clement
Leading
getting
off
ready to
for
hit.
the Jays.
It's
Third
interesting. He
baseman,
plays kind of a
Ernie
power
Clement.
spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And first offering is fouled off.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Just missed. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Up the middle. Betts whips it to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Now batting, the right fielder, Miles Straw.
Next to hit, Miles Straw. He's grounded out a couple of times. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one to first. Freeman tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
2 down, bases empty. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
The 1-0. Slider right there.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy.
He'll do it himself, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brendan Little.
Brendan Little.
Here's Kike
Leading off
Hernandez.
for the Dodgers.
0 for
Left
3 in
fielder,
this
Kike
one.
Hernandez.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Strike 2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And now it's filled up. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I'll tell you what,
second
he
baseman,
earned that
Tommy
walk.
Edman.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. And that is downstairs. 1-0. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Sir Anthony Dominguez up and loosening in the pen. Hernandez on at first. Nobody out. Curveball drops in there.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if they'll keep coming with it or they'll try to speed you up.
This one in the dirt. To second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
2-2 now. Got him swinging. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajas. Right through there for a strike. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. And that one is downstairs. And it's 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one's in there, and that's strike 2.
2-2 now.
Line drive. Makes the catch, inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, George Springer. Glass now back to work. Ball one there. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And now 1 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Outside with a breaking ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that one hammered. Going back. Just missed it.
Now batting, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now here is Vladimir on the ground to third. It's in and out of his glove. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers take game 1 of the World Series on the road.